Yeah, those are really great tips. I literally was talking to a student last week. They were about to do one of their oral arguments for their trial advocacy course. And they're like, oh my God, and it was online. And she said something about my feet hurt. I got to change my shoes. I said, ma'am, why did you wear heels? She
You're
said, because I
online.
got my suit on. I said, it's online. No one can see your
Yeah.
feet.
Take your shoes off. Yeah.
But she was panicky. That did not even occur to her. So then she was in my class and the oral argument was right after. And I saw her just from the, I said, girl, come here. I said, take a few deep breaths, please, right now. And she did. And I said, you got this. You just are feeling panicked, but you need to calm yourself down. The most important thing you need to do before this oral argument is calm down. You don't need to review your notes. You don't need to talk to anybody. You need to calm down because you will think more clearly when you're calm.
Yeah.
And then I saw her after. I said, how'd you do? She said, I did good. And I did the 3 deep breaths. And I said, yes, that's what you needed more than anything. You are prepared, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I do with my students after midterms because we have class after midterm. I said, this is information you need. And if you're thinking about the midterm, you're not going to absorb what I'm about to tell you. So we do a
Mm-hmm.
3-minute mindfulness meditation, just
Excellent.
3 minutes. And so I'll put that link with this video as well. But what we want to emphasize is, again, these aren't huge changes and shifts. It's not huge investments of time. A 5-minute walk. I used to do that when I was at the firm. I'd go, everyone's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm just going for a walk. They're like, out there? Yes. It's not in here. Out with the trees and the grass, 5 minutes, 3 minutes of deep breaths, even just in your car. I used to meditate right before I would go into work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because my kid isn't asking me for anything. My husband, the phone isn't ringing. It's just me in my car for 5 minutes. I can do this. And just look for those little touch points where you can just really easily incorporate it. Understand you're a human being, not a human doing. So
Yes.
you got to keep, it's just your work in progress. And just, I'm sure just like you, Janet, I get off sometimes and I realize, wait, I haven't meditated in 2 weeks. No wonder I feel on edge. I just need to sit down and do a meditation. Because for me, it's really helpful as well. And it's for most people, but you do have to learn how to do it. It's not a competition. There's no perfect way. It's not, you're not performing, right? The point
Right.
is to find a way that works for you. And we're going to make sure you have the link for the WellLaw app with the video, but I want you to explain a little more. I know you said it's on your website, but you also offer it to institutions. Can you talk a little more about that in case there are
Y-
firms or schools
Yes.
that want to take it
And
on?
actually, the reason that it's not offered through one of the reasons that through the App Store, it will be offered to individuals through my web page on my web page. It is not yet. My focus right now is offering it to legal employers and to law schools. So selling it in volume, basically, to groups of people. And it comes in 3 subscriptions. The basic is just the app. And then the premium comes with group coaching for the subscribers. And then the Ultra comes with the group coaching and one-on-one coaching and so this is live online coaching through, through a WellLaw coach. And so there are some other benefits as well in the packages, and all of that is at well-law.com. But my goal is to help to transform the wellness culture in the legal profession. And so I want to get this in as many hands as possible. I want someone to easily be able to just pick up their phone and do a meditation, but it's not just meditation. It's to have a talk on, again, how to communicate or quieting your inner critic. I just did a talk. That's one that's on there now. It's 3 minutes. And it's okay, this is how to quiet your inner critic. Because we all have those ruminating thoughts and that mean voice inside of us sometimes that we would never talk that way to anyone else. But there are talks on trauma. And I'm constantly adding new talks. And then you want to take it farther, you can then do an exercise. So I'm trying to create a one-stop shop. There's even a journaling page on there where you can journal. But my goal is to get it into hands so that people can start talking about it together and maybe even start doing some of the exercises together. And you can have challenges and things like that. So it's really trying to turn this thing around because we now have the awareness. We can't say that we don't know. We know the level of dysfunction. We have to do something about it. We have to act.
Yes, we do. And as lawyers, confidentiality is so important. So even though the institution is purchasing it, they don't get access to answers and things like that.
No, not at all. These are, even though one person is purchasing, each person that receives it as a subscriber individually gets a link. They set up their own profile and they have that information. Yeah. The
Yeah, so that's
institution absolutely does
yeah,
not.
because that's always something that lawyers are concerned
Yeah.
about. The Florida bar had to, they recently changed it when the young lawyers came and said all these questions about our mental health upfront is stopping us from getting mental health treatment because we're afraid we have to changes to how they ask those questions as well. And so we want to make sure that people understand we want you to get access to this. This is not about giving your information to anyone else. It's about getting you information in a confidential way. And then if you want to make it more of a community engagement, you can as well. So thank you
Absolutely.
so much, Janet. That was such a great talk. I share your passion for wellness in the law because I struggled in my first 10 years and now I'm on my entering my 16th year looking back. I almost left the practice of law because of the
Mm,
anxiety. And as a lot of, particularly women and people of color, will leave in those first 10
yes.
years. And
Yes.
it's probably very much linked to all those things you talked about that happened
Hmm.
in that first decade. And if we're going to change the face of the legal profession, we're going to need the people who are coming in to stay in, right?
Absolutely.
And be healthy, happy lawyers. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much.